What's going on, everyone? So I got so busy with doing videos today and doing a lot of other things. Woke up with some drama attacks by myself, what people know about coming from James, who I had the roast, which connects back to X Vault. Because the interesting thing about this is that he made a comment on the thread where James insulted me. X Vault did, while insulting Bruv, who is what this video is about, and his beef with X Vault, who I never liked to begin with. And you know what? I always have my gut feeling, like, you know what I mean? And I have a deep level intuition where I can read into somebody and look into them and then realize instantly if I know. It's a gift that I have. And it's a very nice one to have. And when I first saw him, I immediately knew. There's some individuals that can do that. I'm one of them. And I hang out with Bruv a lot. You know what I mean? When we ran into each other, got in a lot of Xbox parties together, along with some other cool people. But one thing that I have to say after watching this video is the amount of cowardice inside of Xvault is baffling. The amount of subhuman behavior that he displayed is baffling. And not only is he just a coward, but he's the type of coward that is the worst type because of what he said. So like I said, we could have our drama online, right? And let me explain this before we get into this video. Because there's entertainment, there's acting, there's being genuine, which I like to do all. There's, taking care of your community too, making sure they laugh, which I like to do as well too. Then there's beef with people, which is fun, you know what I mean? And then now you have left all of that and you went way too far. Right? I tell people all the time, you can clip me, like I said on my page. You can insult me, you know what I mean, in a certain way, because we're just beefing or whatever, but you're not going to assassinate my character. You're not going to display me in a way that's not real and make me look fake. And when that happened, I just couldn't stand that. But this is worse because he called Bruv a pedo. We're talking about a married man here, pretty much, with a kid. You know what I mean? And you're gonna say that word, and he's gonna say that he didn't know what it meant. If you're gonna insult somebody with a word, why would you not know what word you're using? Like, how could you be that dumb? You know what I mean? And ignorant. Like, where's your awareness as a grown individual? You know what I mean? That's not professional. And you're trying to come up in the YouTube world. This guy's a loser. So we're gonna get into this. We're also gonna look at some of the messages thread that I had with Josh and some other people that called him out and basically called him a coward because he is. And yeah, so like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. And remember what I said at the beginning about how you do this type of game here. You know what I mean? How we play on this stage here. Let's continue.
What's up, everyone? Now, look, I wasn't going to cover this initially. I was just going to let this lie and leave it to rest. But over the last few days, it's really been starting to gnaw at me a little bit. It just doesn't sit well with me at all. So
I just
let me
found
give
out.
you some idea what I'm talking about. So, as many of you know, I did a video on X-Fault Gaming, this video right there,
Mm-hmm.
whereby I'm just going through his video and rebuttaling some of the things he said. Anyway, this led to me and him having somewhat of an exchange on Twitter, which was inevitable. It happens every day. That's not big news, right? But because he was struggling to deal with the points that I was raising, my man X-Fault resorted to insults, which again we expect on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
But X-Fault called me a nonce. Now, if you don't know what a nonce is, it's the worst possible thing you can call someone in the UK. This is what nonce means.
So you guys see that, right? Like I said, there's insulting, then there's like, oh, he's taking this calm. See, I know Bruv is more earthy and calm, and I know he can get fiery too. You know what I mean? And unleash, but I would have not. Nah, man. I don't think so. But that's why I'm also reacting to this too, and we're gonna get this out so everybody can see this guy for who he is. I'm telling you, these people that are these PlayStation fanboys, like, it's like you're no longer to me in the gaming spirit, and I can't even take you serious as a fanboy because fanboys used to mean something like you could be all right and still be a fanboy, but these people are just new term, subhuman fanboys. Like you're going way too far because you don't even know the man. And I'm telling y'all right now, I hang out with bruv and I know him and that's not him. You know what I mean? Like these type of things, man. Like I said, man, we can play our insults and have our beef, but this, you owe him an apology. Did he give him one? You guys ready? Now we're gonna continue this. So let's start off with this video I'm talking about, this is where the drama happened, right? It started off here, and this is how I ended up finding out. Josh came in. He was like, "I'm jealous you clipped James, and I haven't been. You got clipped by James. I'm sure he knows I'd be his last effing mistake, right?" And then I give him his like. I'm like, "Yeah, your editing is amazing. If you haven't, his editing's pretty good. I've seen his videos. I would like to see that happen." I got on him quick though. He hasn't said anything. He's like, "Thanks, that means a lot." You know what I mean? And then we get to this right here. This is where it all started. First, Sir Bruv being called a PDF by ex Big Nose, and now this, I'm like, whoa, hold on, what? You know what I mean? I'm like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, PD, I'm like, wait, is that pedophile? Is that what he means? These console bigots are the absolute worst. They really need to be turned into Alpo. So when you click on that, the thread goes down. Then he says, please tell me you joking about Sir Bruv part. Tell me. And then Josh says, Alex exposed X-Vault this morning. Called him a nunce, which is British slang for pedophile. Really? And he says, my dumbass just assumed that it meant idiot or naive. And not many people probably don't know what that means. But if I'm going to say something like that I don't know, I need to see what it means first. You know what I mean? I just think that that's just being aware and smart. You know what I mean? Definitely if you're using media, profiles, and you're trying to grow your channel, and it says wild accusation to basically make against someone. And then Josh says, yeah, I'm assuming he thought the same thing. That's why he deleted it, which he did doing, and Bruv's going to say that in this video. But this is what he says after, right? And guys, this is the part to me where I say that not only are you to me pathetic as a man, you're not a man to me, but you're a coward. He says, oh, I do apologize for using that word to Bruvian. I 100% I apologize, right? But this is the saddest part. This is why I deleted it within 3 minutes of finding out and researching it myself. I am mostly blocking as he is a grifter. No, he's not. And using this MO doing to me, stating the obvious grifting he is doing. Like when you go that far, you got to come to him directly as a man. That means inside he's hiding like a coward, and he blocked him and he just posted it to the public. Why you posted it to them, bro? You didn't call them that. You called him that. That's way too far, man. No, you need to go to him as a man and clear your conscience. If you want to block him after that, people will respect you more. But you didn't do that, though. We have to come and tell you that. I don't think so. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, there's beefing, there's entertainment, there's drama, and then this type of stuff? No, man. I don't think so. Like, it's the same thing as somebody trying to sexually accuse somebody of doing something. You can ruin somebody's life like that, and then they just get away with it. No, I think people need to pay for that type of behavior. It's just as serious as you trying to make somebody look that way that have done that and them getting punished for that. You need to be punished for that type of behavior because it's not light behavior here, and I'm not for it. He's like, props to him for at least admitting he effed up. No, bro, he did it in a worse way. Should have apologized directly to Bruv. And then Josh was like, true, kind of weak to apologize behind a block. Especially considering he blocked him because of this shit. So if you're going to block anyways, just apologize first. That's exactly what I was just saying. So, and this thread may go down a little bit more, but this is kind of what I wanted to kind of share with you guys on that. And we're going to let Bruv finishing what he's saying. So, yeah, man, I had to jump on this because there's some things I'm like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, no, I have to add in, I have to say this because you need to know what it means to how to act after you do that type of behavior. You're never going to see me do no stupid stuff like that. It's absolutely stupid, man.
So, when you call someone a nonce, you're calling someone a PDF.
Yeah.
You're calling someone a, pedo. You're basically insinuating, directly, publicly accusing me of being involved with children. It's the worst possible thing you can call someone. Now,
yeah, one of them for sure.
My response to this was, well, I'll show you. This was my response.
He says, I'm a nut now. Interesting. Didn't you once call Alex something similar to? And that's what Josh was talking about earlier. Are you projecting there, buddy? Something you want to open up about? No need to throw around insults. A man of your age resorting to calling me a nut, ha, touching a nerve, am I? That's a good way of responding. Like,
so I called him out for calling me such a thing. I thought it was really strange thing to say, especially since I'd heard in the grapevine that apparently he once called Alex something very similar. His defense to calling me this was a strange one, and this is what really exposes him for being the toxic, horrible person that he really is. So his defense to this was basically to say he didn't realize what a nonce was. Now, there's a few layers to this I want to unpack. Firstly, why not just leave the point as it was? This isn't Spider-Man. Expectations shouldn't have been that high. Why not? Why throw in the "you nonce" at the end of it? That right there, despite what you think the word means is a different thing. Like, you are accountable for what you say, right? That's one level to this.
Yeah.
Secondly, he calls me stupid time and time again, states I have a low IQ, while then admitting to being like a 5-year-old, just throwing around words that he doesn't know what they mean, right? But the most important part of all this is when he realized, let's just say for the sake of argument, in fact, let me show you his tweet. This was what he said in response to finding out what it meant.
So instead of apologizing and correcting yourself as a human being, as a grown individual, if you are one, this is not what that type of behavior is. You resort to that right after that. Like I said, guys, it's different if like you didn't say that and y'all just insulting each other. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because man can talk crap to man. You know what I mean? This should be a thing back in the days. Now people are a little bit more soft. But the stuff you see these people do today, going behind the bot, getting on the docks, you know what I mean? It's like, you people are absolutely pathetic. Do you not see? You're showing life, you're showing Earth, you're showing the universe, you're showing all of humanity that you are trash. It's embarrassing to even want to be a part of the same human spectrum as you. You people are absolutely pathetic. Why are you such losers in life? Why can't you grow up and mature? All this creeping around, like, oh, you people, you are pathetic to me. This is the most embarrassing behavior I have been seeing recently in the past few years. It's absolutely god-awful. The amount of subhuman trash that I have been seeing. Like I said, you can act up, but some of these people go way too far. You can lash out at people. You can hit somebody with 20 messages and rage and get mad. Yeah, man, we know you're feeling a certain way. But all this other stuff, like I said, that they're doing, it's like, no, man, now you have really lost. You know what I mean? In a way that you can't even recover from that loss. You're going to be a loser to the grave damn near when that type of behavior. You have to redeem yourself. Like, and these cowards, man, they're these betas, bro. I'm telling you, man, they're cowards. And we're not talking about getting physically and no, no, no. It's that emotional cowardice in you. You have the feeling to know to do the right thing, but you ignore it because you're a coward. You're not bringing it up. When you should be confronting that within yourself and clearing that out of your consciousness. But they're not doing it. I don't respect these people at all.
Now, okay, let's just say for the sake of this argument, he's telling the truth and he didn't know what nonce meant. Let's just assume he thought it meant something else. When you find out that you've inadvertently called someone that, with all, that publicly, you've called someone a PDF, you've called someone a child, right? What should be your first response to finding out that?
It's a serious thing.
You would imagine that any decent human being would immediately apologize. We're just having a conversation about gaming over here, right? We have different opinions, Export. I called you out for some of yours. So you find out that you've calling me a nonce means something that is horrible, something that is the worst thing possible you could call someone. And Export's immediate reaction wasn't to apologize to me, wasn't to try and make it right. No. It was to instead call me something else. Oh, didn't know what it meant, so how about I call you this instead? That's the sort of man Export is.
He ain't even a man.
It's absolutely disgusting. So yeah, upon finding out that that's what it meant, he called me something else entirely.
I always remember this. Man out there and males that are growing up, you trying to become a man. The more of a man you are, when you mess up, the faster you fix that. You try to confront it instantly. I've run across people that have done that. They've done something bad, the man went behind my back, they came and fixed it that quick. They had to clear their conscience. That's what a man does. The more longer you sit on it, the less of a man you are. Remember that.
And then he proceeded to block me on Twitter after that, and then delete his exchange. Then delete the tweet of him calling me a nonce, scared that it might get back to him somehow. Well, it is going to get back to you somehow.
Oh yeah, and AGN's coming in.
because it's a disgusting thing to say. And the fact that you didn't apologise for it makes me wonder if you said it inadvertently or not. Do you know what I mean? Because surely if you didn't mean to say it, X-Fault, you would have apologised for it. The fact that you didn't apologise for it makes me wonder if you actually meant what you said and then just didn't then maybe thought, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't be saying that, and tried to delete the evidence of you saying it. It hasn't sat right with me, and anyone following you, subscribing to you, and supporting you should really have a serious think about the type of man that you are. Because you are the worst, X-Fault. You are the worst of the worst.
Thank you.
Rob, you're a terrible, terrible individual. You are toxic. You have so much love for that little plastic box that if anyone dares disagree with you, they're a shill, they're a grifter, they're fake, they're lying, or they're a nonce. You, my friend, don't deserve this platform. You don't. So I apologise for the negativity in today's video, but it was just like I said, it was gnawing away at me.
Bro, that's not negative. I don't see any negativity here.
The fact that he couldn't apologise really tells us everything we need to know about his character. So anyway, I'll have some more positivity coming. I'm going to react to the E-Day trailer, react to the new Silent Hill trailer that's just dropped, and...
So there we have it, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. I have to launch this today. I was going to do 2 videos, but now it's going to be 3 because I got some other videos for tomorrow. I'm not letting this sit. We're going to get this going and let's get this out. Everybody needs to see who this guy is. Peace out, y'all.